This is a crocheted ruffle sling bag, and this is what we are slaying today. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to make this simple crocheted ruffle sling bag. Let's do it together. In our tutorial today, these are all the materials that you're going to use, as you can see, and let's get started. I'm using a 4.5 millimeters crochet hook, and this is chunky yarn. We are starting with a slip knot, like so. Starting with the foundation chain, let's chain 30 stitches. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now starting, we'll skip the first stitch and into the second stitch, work a single crochet stitch. So the first row is a row of single crochet stitches. So we'll make single crochet stitches all the way to the end of the row. I'm almost at the end of the row. I've come to the end of that row. That is our first row. Going to the second row, chain 1. Let's turn our work, and starting there, make single crochet stitches. So you're going to make single crochet stitches all the way to the end of this row again. So this is our second row of single crochet stitches. Almost at the end of the row. I've come to the end of the row, chain 1, and return our work. Going to the third row, again single crochet stitches. Working single crochet stitches to the end of the row. I've come to the end of the row, chain 1, turn my work, again make single crochet stitches all the way through this row. We are on the 4th row. Making single crochet stitches to the end of the row. Chain 1. Let's turn our work. This is now row 5. Again making single crochet stitches on row 5. Chain 1, turn our work, again single crochet stitches on this row. This is row 6. Come to the end of the row, chain 1, turn, row 7, single crochet stitches, this is row 7, come to the end of the row, chain 1, turn, row 8, single crochet stitches, chain 1, turn, row 9, single crochet stitches, End of the row, chain 1, turn, row 10, come to the end of the row, chain 1. So far this is how our work looks like. These are 10 rows of single crochet stitches. So let's measure. So we have a width of 8 inches and we need to make a length of 13 inches. So far I've done 3, so we need to do 10 more inches up. So just keep on making single crochet stitches all the way like what you've been doing, and you turn like this. Let's do this row again together. Just keep making the single crochet stitches the way I'm doing, row after row. When you reach the end of the row, chain 1 and turn and keep crocheting single crochet stitches all the way up until you get a length of 13 inches. Then I'll meet you there and I'll be able to show you what you're going to do next after getting the length of 13 inches. Remember, our width is 8 inches and we want a length of 13 inches. Then I'll show you the next step that you will take after that. See when you have 13 inches long. Already these are 13 inches. These are 13 inches in length, and I've done 53 rows in total. So when we fold it like this, our bag, the middle inner part of the bag is made. All right, to continue, because we need to make the flapping that will fall over, we will start by putting stitch markers here on this row. So I'll put one at this end of the row, and I'll put another one at this other end. We chain 1 here first, so that I'll know where I'll start making the flipping part from. So you're going to make approximately 5 inches of the flipping part. And to make the flip part, the part that will fall over the bag to cover, here I've chained 1, and I'm going to start to continue making the single crochet stitches. So I'm going to continue another couple of rows of single crochet stitches, adding another 5 inches to the 13. So in total we should have 18 inches long. All right, so I'm just going to work a couple of rows until I have 18 inches in total, or starting from here. If you don't want to measure the whole of it, just measure another 5 inches long, and once you're done with your 5 inches or 18 inches, I'll meet you and I'll show you what we'll be doing next. So just keep working a couple of rows until you have that height, and then I'll meet you. Finally, here I'm done with my 18 inches. So now we need to make an hole in the center here that will be used to put the button for closing the bag. Let me mark our center. So we had 29 lines in total. We are going to work up to the 13th chain and skip 3 and work another 13 chains. So let's count here and see. This side, so here I'm going to count to the 13th chain. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So after 13th, I'm going to put up my stitch marker there. I'll put the stitch marker on the 14th mark. After the 14th mark, we'll skip 3 stitches and then work another 13th. So let's do that. So here, chain 1, turn our work. One, 2, 3. These are single crochet stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So from the stitch marker, including the stitch, now after 13, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'll skip, including the stitch marker space, 3 chains. So I'm skipping 1, 2, and 3, and into the 4th chain, I'm going to work to crochet a single crochet stitch. So we have our buttonhole here in the center. I hope you can see it. Hope you can see the buttonhole here where the stitch marker is there. So let's continue making single crochet stitches. So we've done here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, chain 1. Let's turn our work. Continue making single crochet stitches for this row. Like so. And when you reach where the stitch marker is, inside this space, make 3 single crochet stitches and then continue to the rest like that. So let's make our single crochet stitches again to the end of this row. I've come to the end of the row. I'm going to chain 1 and I'll make one last row here now of single crochet stitches. Like that to the end of the row. So this is our last row of single crochet stitches here for this part. All right, I've come to the end of the row. Chain 1. Now these edges are rippled. At the end you can see they've made like some ripples at the edges. Want to make single crochet stitches all around so that we are able to, when we'll be finishing up the work, it will look neat and tidy. So let's do it together. Here I've chained 1 and I'll turn to this side. Starting with the first row, I'm making a single crochet stitch. So we are making single crochet stitches at the edge of every row, if you can see it. So at the edge of this row, I'll make a single crochet stitch, and into this one, and into this, and into this. So the edge of every row we are making single crochet stitches, and I'm going to make these single crochet stitches to the end of this side. This is how it looks like. You see, it's making it neater, and here you can see how it has tripled. I call it tripled, I don't know. But then when you work single crochet stitches, it becomes neat. So let us continue making our single crochet stitches to the end of this side. At the end of each row, just make one single crochet stitch. Like that. When you reach where the stitch marker is, just remove the stitch marker, make a single crochet stitch, and return the stitch marker, because we are not done with the stitch markers yet. Okay, we will be using those points at some point. So here I'm making those single crochet stitches. and tuck my single crochet stitches to the end. So let me meet you once you're here. I've come to the end of that side. So here, make 2 at this corner and turn. And you're also going to work the same single crochet stitches all the way to the end of this other side. Just ensuring that you're tucking that yarn. Make sure you make the turning of 3 stitches at this end. Show you how, so that the turning is neat, like that at that corner. Continue making single crochet stitches to the end of this side. I've come to the end of that side. Again, I make a turning at this corner. And I turn to this side. So we're also going to do the same on this side. So make them. I'll meet you once you're at this end. This one. I have come to the end of this side. Fasten off my yarn and cut it off like that. So we're almost done with our bag. So we need I need to work this side. Let me see. I need to make the parts of this side, and this bag is supposed to look like this. So we need to make parts for this side and this other side. And the height is around 6 inches. So we're going to make the parts. Now making that one side, we are going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and into the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet stitch, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another, and those are 5. Chain 1. Let's turn our work. Make another row of single crochet stitches. Sorry for that. The end of the row, chain 1, turn, another row of single crochet stitches. Chain 1, turn, another row of single crochet stitches. Chain 1, turn, another row of single crochet stitches. at the end of the row, chain 1, turn another row of single crochet stitches. So you're going to do this until you have a height of 6 inches or 23 rows. 23 rows of single crochet stitches. So let me meet you once you have 23 rows of single crochet stitches. So I'm done with the 6 inches or 23 stitches. Now remember this side, yeah, you see the way it's a bit, okay, you see how it is rugged and the ripple, I don't know. So I want to make it like the others we're going to do to make single crochet stitches on the side. So I've already chained one here, and you're going to make one single crochet stitch at the end or edge of each row. So making one single crochet stitch all the way to the end. Come to the end of this corner, and at this end make three single crochet stitches so that you're able to turn, and let's continue. To this other end, again make 3. One is the turning chain, and continue making single crochet stitches at the edge of each row. Like that, as we hide these tails of yarn. Just keep making your single crochet stitches until you come to the end. We're almost there. It makes the edges neat. I've made it to the end. Fasten off your yarn and cut off like that. I'd already made another one, so we have 2 of them here. Now let's assemble our bag together, okay? So I'm going to start by attaching on this end. Let me show you how it's supposed to be. One on that side and the other one on this side, and then we fold our bag like this. Start with this end. So I'll grab my yarn and crochet. And I'm going to attach my yarn to this end where we have our stitch marker. push the stitch marker one row up like that. So I start from here, just below the stitch marker. Okay, I'm joining to this end like that. I want to join by making slip stitches around, so sorry for that. Make a join here, and then I'm going to make slip stitches. It makes the bag neater. Okay, just attach from this side and the other side and slip stitch from this side and the other side and slip stitch like so. Make a slip stitch like that, like that. By making a slip stitch, I join this side to the bag like that. Do this to the end of the row, not the row, sorry, to the end of that side. Like that. As I go on, I slip stitch. Coming to the end of that part like that. Like that. Like that. So you come to this bottom side. This one, that's where we are. So we turn and just continue making our slip stitches through and through. Let's continue. Continue like that. Don't skip any stitch and slip stitch. Then we turn to this other side. As we continue making our slip stitches, like that. Just continue. Join by making slip stitches all through. like that. Almost at the end. And I have come to the end of this side. That is the topmost. Now, if you're able to see how this side has come out, you can see that is our one side of the bag. Okay, and you can be able to see how these edges have come out nicely. So we continue. Continue with slip stitching this side like that. Slip stitching leaves it looking nice at the edge. Our interest is making the edge look neat. So just making slip stitches on this side. I've come to this other side. So starting with the topmost, again we are going to attach this part to this side. So we start here at the edge. Remember, we're going to do our slip stitching here. So, and we go on just like what we did on the other side. We also do it on this side. You join this part to the back by slip stitching as we go, like that. Like so. So just keep joining to the bottom of this side. Actually, assembling our bag together. We're almost done. Okay, it's almost there. It's a beautiful sling bag. You'll love it. So we just continue. come to the base part, turn, and continue making those slip stitches. Again, come to the other corner and turn and continue again. Like that. Come to this side. Let's continue. Making those slip stitches all the way around. So continue the slip stitching. Almost done with that side. It's a pretty bag, simple but pretty. Almost there. Remember the other side we pushed our stitch marker one stitch up. Again, do the same here, because we'll still be using that area where the stitch marker is. I'll show you. And we are done with the touching with our slip stitches. Let's fasten off our end, sorry for that, and cut off. See what the slip stitching on the edges does. It actually makes the edge look more, yeah, see. Okay, our bag is here. One more bit remaining. We need to do something around this edge. We're going to make some ruffles around this edge. At this point, we're going to attach our ruffles on this edge like this to this other end. So starting from this end, let's attach our yarn. From this corner, I'm going to attach my yarn like that, and I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Sorry for that. 1, 2, and 3, and then into the same space make 2 double crochet stitches. To the next, make 3 double crochet stitches. Finally, done with the ruffles. You can see them here. This is how our work looks like. Now we need to put the button down here So let me see where it will fit. Somewhere here. I'll put the marker there. Right here. Here we have our button. I'll grab the darning needle and our yarn. So you just need some, not so much yarn, probably just this much. And then we're going to attach our button here. So I'll remove the stitch marker, and at that spot I'll attach our button. Just need to do something as simple as this. And like that, our button is already attached. You don't need to make it too tight because we'll be turning it. Sorry for the noise. This is how we'll be closing it. Let me show you. Like that. So you don't need to be too tight. Let me just fasten off the yarn. Then I'll meet you once I'm done with fastening off the yarn. So the button is already done. And here we have it. So going to the last part, we'll attach this handle. But now to do it, this is what I want us to do first. So we are going to make chains, make a slip knot like so, and then chain. Let's make 100 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So continue making, and I'll meet you once you have your 100 chains. So I've done 100 chains. I want to see if it will fit the string. The string is 1 meter long. This is how far the chains are. Let's see the remaining part. We need to make probably up to another 80 because we just left with a little bit to come to the end. So as you do the chains, my string is 1 meter long. I don't know how long yours is. You can use that as the measuring to ensure that this chains that you made, the length is the same as the string. See you once you're done. So mine, I've done up to 185 chains long. Now I'll grab my needle and then put this yarn through like so. Then we take our chain and we insert like this into this chain. So this is how we are going to insert it, like this, into those holes. You pull through your yarn like so, one at each time, so that they don't tangle. You realize when you started tangling, like that, like that. By now I know you've gotten the sequence of how I'm doing this. So just keep doing this to the end of the chains, and I'll meet you once you put through the entire string. I'm finally done with the chain, putting through the yarn, and this is how it looks like. So we're going to attach this to this end of our bag. Like that, and hold on where the chain ends so that we secure it very well, like that. Just make sure you secure it very well with the yarn, and once you're done, fasten off your yarn and cut it off. All right. I'm just securing my yarn well. There, cut off. Let's again do the same on this other side. Just making sure that the string is straight, like that, and then insert the yarn into the needle, then attach on this other side again. Like that, and don't forget this end part of the chain so that the chain is also well secured with the yarn. So just secure it very well, cut any loose yarns that you might have, and let's get to see how our project or our bag has come out. See you once you're done. Our bag is finally here, all complete and done, as you can see it. Let's try and assemble a few things inside. Here, and you see it's such a big bag, it can fit so many things here. And now we close it and ready to go. Look at our handle, so pretty. I love it already. Our bag is here, looking so pretty. Can you slay it? Can you slay it to an event? I love it. I think I can go with it almost anywhere. It's so cute, stylish, and of course very unique. I love it myself. I just love how it looks like. Simple elegance in crocheting. Love it. Till next time, it's a bye.